Hey guys, it's Ozzy with the Columbia Basin Home Group, and I'm back for our Monday segments that I have for you guys. Any questions that you guys may have regarding the buying or selling process of a house, then of course feel free to message me and I'd love to cover that topic on our next segment. So, as far as today's topic, I'm under contract. What do I do now? So, your checklist as a buyer. I'm going to share that with you. Now, the typical real estate transaction does include a lot of different conditions, granted, but for the most part, in my tenure of the business, these are the common contingencies and conditions that have to be satisfied prior to closing date. So, without further ado, now moving forward, mutual acceptance date. So, day zero, that is your date of mutual acceptance. That's when both Mr. Buyer and Mr. Seller agree and move forward on the transaction and the agreement. So that is day zero. So typically around 2 business days after mutual acceptance, then that may be when your earnest money is due. Of course, many agents will switch that up. It might be 3 days, it might be a week, heck, it might be earnest money promissory note. But that being said, it can differ depending on what agent you have. So then after that's said and done, usually around 5 business days after your date of mutual acceptance is when you'll have to apply for your insurance with your homeowner's insurance provider. Now, once you get the policy jacket from your insurance provider, usually him and your lender or her, they'll be in contact with each other and they'll be able to get any information they need from one another. Just provide them with the information and you should be good. Then once that's said and done, you'll be able to see if the house is insurable. That's one contingency that'll have to be satisfied. So once that's said and done, you would have to also review the title with the title company. So when you review the title with the title company, very important to note that what you're looking for in there is mainly see any liens are on the property, see if there's any judgments, any pending judgments or what have you. There could be a number of things. There could be child support liens, tax liens, anything. So it's very important during the title search that those are noted and that they're cleared before closing, because would not want a house with a compromised title. It can affect the marketability, it can affect your ownership. So another thing to also keep in mind is that before closing, you'll have about 10 or so days 5 days after you reach mutual acceptance to find and get with your lender. So what that means is that in that 5-day period, you'll have time to shop around with different lenders and what have you, and stick to one. So at which point, once you get with your lender, secure your financing, review the title, get your homeowner's insurance policy jacket, turn in your earnest money, then you'll have about 10 days after you accept the contract, of course, depending on your contract, to complete and reply to your home inspection. Now, with the home inspection, your realtor should be referring you different inspectors out there that you can use. So I'd recommend just calling them and see what they have to offer. Keep in mind also, a lot of times lowest price doesn't mean the best value. Now, the inspector will go to the property and he'll go over the outside exterior, the windows, the roof, the foundation. They'll do a general inspection of the whole property and make sure that that you're not buying a lemon, because who wants to buy a lemon? So once you have your inspection report from the inspection company, then at which point you'll be able to decide, hey, Mr. Seller, I want X, Y, and Z fixed, or you could just proceed to move on without any fixes, or you could just terminate the deal if you feel that the house is not in good enough condition and continue shopping. So once that's said and done, then the appraisal is the big one. The appraisal takes about 3 to 4 weeks once the appraisal gets ordered with the bank, which costs about $800 to $1,000 depending on the lender. Some may differ, or some may be paid at closing. So once that's said and done, the insurance, title, financing, inspection, appraisal, all that said and done, you got a clear appraisal, then you're gonna have to clear to close, and then at which point you'll be able to move forward and close within 30 to 45 days. So of course it depends on which type of financing you're gonna go for. So with your conventional financing, is going to be about 30 days to 40 days depending. With FHA, it can be a little longer, 45 days or so is the standard. But yeah, guys, this kind of gives you a general idea as far as what to expect moving forward buying your first home. And if you guys have any questions, then please contact me whenever you have a chance. Phone number is 509-531-6869. Thank you guys and take care.